Well, we released Arteta's tactics, and I mean, surely it's only right we put Arteta in charge of Arsenal for the next 5 years and see how many trophies he can win. Can he overcome the Man City dominance, the potential Newcastle era, and even the Ten Hag era at United? Let's go forward every single season and check out for the next 5 years of what Arteta can do in charge of Arsenal. What's going on there, guys? Kempy here, and welcome back to Sort It Out SI. Welcome back to another Kempy video over here. Make sure you're subscribing to Sort It Out SI. Make sure you're subscribing to myself. We released a tactic on Tuesday it was. Mikel Arteta Tactic is a 4-2-3-1. It was sent in by a fantastic viewer of mine, Zinclo. He's been in the streams, he's been in the comments down here, he's been in the comments everywhere, so show him some love because he created a fantastic Mikel Arteta 4-2-3-1 which had some unbelievable results. And you can see first season we've simmed a separate league to the other one because last time I believe we won a domestic double potentially. This one I've resimmed it with, you know, proper rebuild database going on. And we've come second in the Premier League, 4 points behind Manchester City. Very accurate to how it is in real life. I mean, United have come third, 80 points, a little bit too many, but Arsenal 83, City 87, Liverpool have snuck into the top 4 in this alternate universe. But very realistic Premier League season, which I'm very, very happy with. Obviously, we're into the top 4. We're second in the league. It's exactly where Arteta is in real life, using this tactic. And how have I got Arteta in charge? Well, obviously, I am the manager. Mikel is my assistant manager. So if you don't know how to do this, you pretty much, I use the in-game editor and move him to my club. Make it so he's only good at being an assistant manager and sometimes being a manager as well. Making sure he's locked in both for the next 5 years so that Arteta can be in charge of Arsenal. Now, obviously, we've got him in charge of everything to do with the staff and the contracts, everything to do with the transfers. It's all Mikel Arteta. Anything to do with the match is all Mikel Arteta. Training is all Mikel Arteta. Just the tactic, I've locked in the created tactic that we released on Tuesday. So we get a real look at how good this tactic is. So the tactic itself is a sweep keeper on defend, in goal, take fewer risks. Fullback on the right back side, sit narrower. Fullback on the left hand side, sit narrower. 2 ball playing defenders with no further instructions. An anchorman and a volante in DM. Volante's on support, anchorman on defend, no further instructions. An inverted winger on attack on the right, take more risks. An inverted winger on the left, no added instructions. An advanced playmaker on attack, the Martin Odegaard role. Roam from position, move into channels, and the complete forward on attack up front as well with no further instructions. You can see the bits down the left hand side as well. In possession is pass into space, play out of defence, low crosses, be more expressive and a higher tempo. In transition, we're rolling it out, we're countering, we're counter pressing, and out of position is a high press system. It's preventing the press as much as possible and also preventing the goalkeeper's short distribution. The tactic is fantastic and there's some unbelievable Arsenal players here. I mean, you can see how well the tactic done with certain players. Gabby Jesus up top did unbelievably well. Saliba, the corner tactic with this that also comes with it is very, very good. I will show you guys that as well. If you download the tactic, it comes with that. So it's got defensive, everyone in the box pretty much. And attacking, it's got the big man at the front post. Pretty much is all it is. On the left, it's the big man at the far post. Pretty much it. It's nothing special. It's just how good tactic corners can actually be on this game. Martinelli, 21 goals, 19 assists. Odegaard, 16 goals, 27 assists. Jorginho doing very well as well. Nketiah off the bench doing amazing. Tross off the bench doing amazing. Fabio Vieira, it'll be interesting to see how well he can do in this save. And Emil Smith-Rowe. Saka, just 6 goals and 8 assists is quite interesting. Obviously, just signed a brand new contract. I'm sure he'll be an absolute star boy in this team. And obviously, Mikel Arteta's got a full reign of transfers as well. So he's not currently... he's currently trying to bring in Team Coop Miners. He's got £80 million to spend. It'll be interesting to see if he sells anyone. We're going to go forward basically every single year. See if he can win any trophies. Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup and the Champions League. And I'm going to tell you now, it's going to get a little bit wild. He's going to do fantastic with this tactic. So let's go forward to the end of season number 1 and see how Arteta has done, even with all the dominance in the Premier League. Before I do show you then the end of this season number 1, what do you think he's going to do? How many trophies do you think he's going to get? Is he going to win a league title? Is he going to win a Champions League? Is he going to keep hold of the Star Boys as well? Get it down below. How many trophies is Arteta going to win? Now, if I go onto competition screen, He's won the Premier League. He's done very well in his first season. 88 points was one more than Man City got last season. So he won the league on a decent points total as well. Everton coming in 5th place in the Premier League is even more wild than Arsenal winning the league. Liverpool coming 4th, United 3rd, City 2nd, and Newcastle are now in Europe. So it's going to get a little bit scary from here on in, but a Premier League trophy in his first full season as the assistant manager. Well, it was second, but first season of this simulation with Arteta in charge. It looked like a little bit of a ropey start as well, but he eventually got back up to the top and then stayed there for sort of the last 10 to 15 games. A little bit opposite to what happens in real life. They kept it and didn't bottle it. Champions League quarter-final by Barcelona. FA Cup and Carabao Cup was actually quite a disappointing season. It would have been good to get a few better results in that, but they also won the Charity Shield as well, which is fantastic. In terms of transfers, did they bring anyone in? They brought in Tien Koopmeiners for £40 million. He played 29 games this season on a 7 average rating, which is quite impressive. They've brought in young Brazilian Angelo, basically a Martinelli on the right-hand side. It's quite an interesting signing, given the players they have got. Just 2 starts this season, 10 off the bench. Santiago Mele has come in, a Uruguayan goalkeeper released from his Uruguayan team, and he's coming as an Arsenal backup. Why on earth not, I suppose. In terms of sales, is there anyone big gone out? Rob Holding, Matt Turner left the club. Marcelo Flores, Pablo Mari, no one massive to be honest. And Malik Mowersville is also coming on a free contract from Chelsea. So not too much by the way of sales and everything, but an interesting window. Gabby Jesus, 26 goals, 9 assists this year. Saliba, 20 goals again. Martinelli, 17 goals, 11 assists. Saka, much better this season, 16 goals, 18 assists. Odegaard, 13 goals, 27 assists is fantastic. Vieira's getting involved still as well. 7 assists down here for Smith Rowe. 1 star all season for Smith Rowe. I'll be interested to see if he can get any better. Youth Academy wise, I imagine it's going to be quite difficult to anyone to really break in to this Arsenal team. Obviously, it is a very, very strong side. I doubt there'll be anyone coming through the Youth Academy that can really break in. Obviously, they've just won the league. I'm guessing they're going to want to go for the Champions League next season and maybe more domestic trophies. So currently 1 title, 2 trophies, including a Charity Shield if you count that. £80 million, 300,000. How are they going to do season number 2? Well, I'll tell you what, I like the look of his transfers indeed. I mean, Eric Garcia is a fantastic signing. £39 million. I'm a huge fan of this signing from Barcelona. He's played 42 games this season as well, which is extremely impressive. I'm a huge fan of that signing. Mazraoui as well, a loan from Bayern Munich. Again, really good signing. Just 4 starts this season, so not much game time involved really. Joachim Andersen as well, coming in from Al Sadd after leaving Crystal Palace. Looks like a very good signing. Just 9 starts, but a great backup. And if he's a backup, things are going quite well. Dodo as well as a backup right back. Looking really good. 26 years of age. Worth a lot of money. Have they sold anyone? £101 million. And that's because Thomas Partey has left for 41 million. Tomiyasu's left for 33. Tavares, Jakub Kivior have also left. But how did that leave them in terms of competitions? They've won the Champions League and they've won the Premier League. Okay, impressive. They've not won the Carabao Cup or FA Cup, but a 2-0 victory against Real Madrid in the final. Martinelli and Gabby Jesus getting on the score sheet. You can see the team that started. It was Ramsdale, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, Jorginho, Koopmeiners, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Jesus. The only change from their real life side is Koopmeiners coming in midfield for Thomas Partey. So you could say a fairly interchangeable switch. I mean, in terms of how good Arsenal can be going forward into the future, they've got fantastic players. Such good, young talent as well. I mean, for example, Martinelli, 24 goals, 23 assists. He's worth 150 million. He's going to be outrageous in a few years' time. I mean, we're now just 2 years into the future. He's 23 years of age. It shows what a talent he is in real life. Saliba's obviously scoring lots of goals as well. He's just 24 years of age. You've got Gabby Jesus is 28 now. Maybe he's an improvement just in terms of his XG in real life. It always baffles me that he doesn't score as many goals as he does because he gets into fantastic opportunities. But Gabby Jesus doing bits. Saka, the star boy, the legend, 100 million, 23 years of age. He's just won a Champions League and a back-to-back Premier Leagues, which is pretty impressive. I mean, can they do the Man City 3 in a row? What I will say is Newcastle are now in the Champions League as well. It'll be interesting to see what they're going to do money-wise. They've got Arne Slot as their manager, which is quite impressive. Obviously, I think today actually has just rejected Spurs, which is quite funny to be honest. But the Newcastle side is Isaac, Maximan, Erkan Kukucu, Chukwueze, Nico, Guido Rodriguez, Sven Botman's playing left back, Trevor Chalobah, Nelson. JWP at right back as well was a interesting shout, but I rate it, to be honest, because he's in the team. So Newcastle are going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Man City, have they sacked Pep? They've not sacked Pep. He is still in charge. I mean, Haaland scores 40 goals this season. It's quite impressive. Did we come top of anything? No, we did end up winning the Golden Boot with Gabby Jesus, and I think that's sort of a testament to how good the Arsenal squad is. There's not a player scoring 40 goals and they're winning the league. The goals are very well spread out across the front four, and obviously big Saliba as well. So very impressive that this is going on. Interesting to see if we can get the 3 in a row. Pretty much top for the whole of the end of the season, which is brilliant. Second of the season, Arsenal dominance. Another Community Shield, the first Champions League and another Premier League. So that's 5 trophies in 2 years. Get your comments down below. Is he going to get more than 5 in the last 3? Let's go forward to the end of season number 3 and have a little look. Well, he's been pipped to the top spot in the Premier League by 1 point from Liverpool, but he's won another 3 trophies. He's won the FA Cup, he's won the Carabao Cup, and he's won the Community Shield. He got round of 16 in the Champions League by Napoli, so he's not going to go back-to-back in that one. Napoli have gone on to win the whole thing as well. They've still got Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia. They've got Kvaratskhelia still, not Osimhen. They've got Scott McTominay. He's in the midfield, so that's why they're winning Champions Leagues. Transfers-wise, how is he doing? He spent 124 million. He brought in Mazraoui on a permanent. Brought in Alejandro Balde, Henrico Araujo, Juan Sonogo, Uzmanov, and Ensanola. Sales-wise, Fabio Vieira's left, Nketiah's left, Tierney's left. So 3, fairly good signings, sales there. Getting quite a lot of money for them all. 80 million has come from them 3. So very impressive. If we quick pick the best 11, as Ramsdale, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko. Gabriel is still in the team. He's doing well as well, a 7.08 average rating. Fair play to Gabriel. He's outperformed what I thought he might. Zinchenko at left back, Coop Miners, Jorginho is still there, and Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Gabby Jesus. I think that might stay for the majority of this. 31 goals from Gabby Jesus, 18 assists. Saka, 25 and 24. Martinelli, 20 and 18. Henrico Araujo is a striker that's been brought in. He is from Benfica. I've never seen this guy in my life. Oh my, he is outrageous. I love doing these rebuilds when I just let a manager take over, because they find players that can be unbelievable. This guy, 16 technique, 17 finishing, 17 off the ball, 16 composure. Out of interest, what is his current ability? 166. He's at his potential. So, unbelievable pickup. Henrique Araujo, have a look at him on your saves. He's fantastic. I've never seen him before. Martinelli's doing very well. Saliba still 17 goals. Martin Odegaard, 14 goals, 21 assists. Out of interest, where is he playing? He's playing in that cam role, which I'm glad. I was worried he was playing as the Segundo Volante, but he's not, which is good. The squad's doing very well. I mean, back-to-back, not back-to-back, but now winning the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, a 3-2 victory against Man City. It's good to win that one. I mean, Norwich won it in 2023. Fair play. But managing to win the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, a 3-0 win against Man City. Man like Elias Chair is a top goal scorer. Shout out to QPR. And a 7-3 victory against Everton in this one. What on earth is that? A hat-trick from Jesus. A goal from Saka, Saliba, Martinelli, Jorginho. Fair enough. 5.62 average, XG. I mean, that is outrageous. And just 1 point off winning the domestic treble as well, which has been fantastic. But Liverpool have fought back this season. Newcastle have dropped down to 10th. United have dropped down to 13th. But take it, Ten Hag's not in charge still. It's Tommy Tickles. I don't like that very much. Spurs in 4th, City in 3rd, Arsenal, Liverpool, Everton in 5th. They've done very well. Is Big Sean Dyche still the manager? He's not. It's Ralph Hasenhuttl. Fair enough to them. So 8 trophies now, which is very, very impressive. Can we make it 10? So we've got 2 more years, 2 more trophies. 10 trophies, 5 years. Arsenal fans, would you take that? Let's go forward to another 2 years. I genuinely really enjoy making these rebuilds as well, so make sure you are liking the video, subscribing to Sort Out Side, and also come over to my personal channel. Just yesterday, as you watch this, I uploaded a Southampton rebuild coming from the Championship going up to the Premier League. This weekend we've got both Coventry and Luton rebuilds coming, where I do a very similar thing with a Pep Guardiola tactic I'm releasing tomorrow. So that's going to be great fun, and seeing how we can do with Coventry and Luton using a Pep tactic? Can a Pep tactic do it on a cold Wednesday night in Stoke? Let's have a look. But Arsenal, back to here. We've won the Premier League, 92 points. Everton in second, Wolves in third, and Liverpool in fourth. So 3 very small teams in the top 4 there. I mean, Arsenal, massive club. The other 3, I don't even know how they've managed to wangle themselves there. Oh, so Liverpool fans, shall we? They've got 10. Oh, they haven't got 10 trophies. They have got 10 trophies. Another Premier League. So that's 3 Premier Leagues in 4 seasons using this tactic with Arteta. He's done very well, I think, hasn't he? He's done unbelievably well, in fact. An FA Cup, he's got the runners up to United where he lost 3-0. I thought that said winning for some reason, but they did win the Community Shield. Another 6-1 victory against Liverpool. How? A Henrique Araujo double who scored 17 goals and got 6 assists in this season. Fair play. I mean, the goals again are fantastic. 23 and 31 assists from Gabriel Martinelli now. He is worth £230 million. I mean, the average ratings on this guy, that's pretty special. Fair play to Martinelli. He's done absolute bits. He's going to go on and beat like Henri's record. Very possibly. Saliba has now scored 58 goals in 164 games. Maybe his goal scoring is a little bit too good in this corner tactic. Odegaard, 21 goals, 10 assists, 15 goals, 23 assists for Saka. Araujo, 17 goals, 20 goals from Gabriel Jesus. Dropping off very slightly, but a 7.35 average rating is impressive. I'm gobsmacked at how good Martinelli is. Santiago Mele, the Uruguayan keeper as well, seems to be quite good. João Neves, I believe, is a brand new signing this season. Portuguese midfielder worth 100 million from Benfica. This guy always gets very, very good. So, again, go and get this guy. Unreal pace in the midfielder as well, which is good to see. Team Koopmeiners is doing well. A lot of it, though, is just the Arsenal team from real life just added in Koopmeiners and keeping in Jorginho. I mean, again, best 11. João Neves now comes in for Jorginho, and it's João Neves and Koopmeiners in midfield. Other than that, it's still Ben White at right back and Gabriel at centre back, which is very impressive, to be honest. So that's 4 seasons. 10 trophies, 3 titles in that. Can we get 4 Premier League trophies in 5 years? Can we win another Champions League? That'll be fantastic. Can we get 15 trophies? I mean, we'd need to win all of these next season. Can we do it? Mikel, let's go. Okay, well, just 1 more trophy, but it is another Premier League trophy. 4 titles in 5 years with Erling Haaland at Man City. City haven't won a single trophy since this one. They've won it in real life. So that makes me happy. And Arteta, if he's going to stop it, I suppose I'll deal with it. United have had a few seasons dropping down, but are now back into second place in the Premier League. I don't mind Arsenal winning the league as long as it stops City doing things. I mean, I don't think they've won a Champions League, have they? They've not even won a Champions League. Yeah, I love this alternate universe because I'm very scared that City might win a treble in real life. But that's not the case in this realms of the world. 4th round of the Carabao Cup. We didn't win it once. We did. We won it once. Just once in 5 years is interesting. FA Cup, again, we only won once. Brentford winning it this year's Champions League. We won once, losing it to Bayern Munich, who went on to win it this season. That's happened a few times. But the Premier League is where it all counts. The consistency, and we've absolutely smashed it yet again. 36 goals, 11 assists this season for Henrique Araujo. Again, no idea who he is. He's bloody outrageous. Go and get him. Saka, 21 goals, 28 assists. Martinelli, 19 goals, 28 assists. Odegaard, 10 goals, 29 assists. I mean, that quartet is unbelievable. Add in Henrique Araujo. Get rid of Gabriel Jesus. I mean, he still scores 18 goals off the bench. So, fair play to a 31-year-old Gabriel Jesus. But Arsenal, things are looking good under Pep Arteta. Pep Arteta under Mikel Arteta. So, it's going to be a good 5 years for you. Make sure you subscribe and sortitoutsi. Subscribe to KempyXI as well. Like the video. Comment down below on how you thought this rebuild went. And we'll speak to you next time.